Hunters, I saw this video that was recommended to me by the YouTube gods called Monster Hunter's Underrated Powerhouses. Elder Dragons not included. Now that sounds very interesting to me, but instead of, you know, watching this on my free time, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, Spottable. Let's do something a little different, right? The first time on the channel, let's actually react to someone else's video. Let's have a chill day, right, Hunters? Let's just react to this person give their opinions on underrated powerhouses in Monster Hunter. And by the way, the video is made by the Ross and Only. I'll have a link to his YouTube channel and this video right here down in the description below. All right, with that being said, let's see what this is all about, Hunters. I'm a little bit excited. Let's see what he has to say.
Wow, look, part 2, guys. Listen, just sit back and relax. I hope you guys.
Wait, shit. This was part 2. There was a part 1? Well, I'm not fucking watching part 1, so I guess let's just hope we didn't miss anything important.
Enjoy it. So let's do this. See this guy? I don't mind finding him. He's cool, flashy, big, and is the flagship of the game that pops up when you look up the definition of peak.
Hey, listen, he's not exactly wrong. Sunbreak was amazing, but peak? The absolute peak? I don't know about that. I'd probably say Iceborne in my opinion, but hey, he's not really that wrong with Sunbreak.
Magnamalo is a flying wyvern.
What?
Wait, hold on. Okay, let's address this first. Devil Joe, brute wyvern. Brachydios.
Yes.
Brute wyvern.
Yes.
How the f is Magnamalo not in the same category? What about him screams flying?
What? Magnamalo is not a flying wyvern. What? Hold on. Detour. Wait, hold on. Am I stupid, Hunters? Wait, no, hold on. No, there we go. Magnamalo. He said flying wyvern, right?
Magnamalo is a flying wyvern.
He's a fanged beast, right?
Stupid.
No. He's a fanged wyvern. I said fanged beast. That's what I meant. Hold on, Hunters. Something sounds a little fishy here. He might be debating us. I don't know.
What douchebag at Capcom HQ designed this monster and decided, hell yeah, this guy soars? But I digress. The reason...
Okay, funny enough, even though he's not a flying wyvern, he can go in the air. I mean, he does wrestle Rathalos out of the air. Like, he can kind of fly. It's kind of funny.
I'm bringing him up is because he's that guy. He's like Basilgeuse if he lived permanently on the ground. Everything he does will cause your computer to beg you to turn on the graphics, or else your character isn't the only thing blowing up for that session. But in all seriousness, he is a fun monster. And not just that, he's really strong. I mean, using your own blast to propel yourself, spreading blast clouds with every appendage of your body. He's a versatile monster that accentuates all of that in a hunt. When it comes to fighting him, you really gotta stay on your toes, especially during the anomaly hunts. One thing I enjoy about blast status monsters is the fact that you're incentivized to roll to get rid of the blast blight, otherwise you'll take extra damage when it detonates as they hit you. Even his arm...
I do like that. I do like that as a thing, right? Because I mean, you can roll, right? But I mean, it's kind of like you yourself become a time bomb.
That you could...
Cool. Which I went over in this really old video I made about a year ago. Shameless plugin. But that's besides the point.
Nah, W.
And here's the part where I have to talk about Scorn Magnamalo.
Yeah.
I don't really like fighting this guy. I play a lot of weapons, and for each one, I just don't get how someone can enjoy his hunt. Okay,
really?
Now that I've successfully set the rage bait, I'll admit that his fight is...
Okay, hold on, I wasn't mad. Almost got me. I actually kind of believed him for a second. Hold on, this guy is kind of a baiter. A master You know what? Let's not finish that joke. Let's just not.
Pretty fun. The opening when you approach him is one of the hardest openings, at least visually, in the game. You really have to go out of your way to not take any damage, is better. But once you survive, the fight only ramps up from there. He's like Magnamalo on crack. Those blast clouds, they're now red with the malice and despair of his victims, and he spams the shit out of them. But look at these. That's more than enough to label him as a powerhouse of the species.
I mean, he's not wrong, but I feel like a lot of people do know that he's strong. I feel like a lot of people do, at least I do. By the way, in my video, when I first ever fought him, I was doing a challenge video, and I could only really fight him using, like, other monsters, you know, with, like, wyvern riding. Apparently, I never actually saw, like, his ultimate attack, because I guess I just killed him too fast.
But what do the numbers say? Out of the 9 turf wars, base Magnamalo wins 4 and draws 5. And guess which monsters he draws against?
Elder dragons. Right? Yeah.
Including Teostra.
I'm a smart guy.
The one dragon who has a form that's specialized in blast attacks. It's like a hazing ritual at this point. If you can at least draw with an Elder, you might as well be one.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Magnamalo has a more extensive resume though. Out of the 12 turf wars, he wins 5 and draws 7. with some of the strongest Elder Dragons in the game, including Primordial Malzeno, who, by the way, has been stated to be able to wipe out entire civilizations.
I will say with the Primordial Malzeno, because I've seen his turf war with Primordial Malzeno, it's like Primordial Malzeno was dog walking that entire time. Did Primordial Malzeno even get hit? I don't know if he did.
As well as some Risen Elders who might as well be in a league of their own. Yeah, this guy's a monster, absolutely goated, and a great start to the video. Alright,
show me something.
This monster might surprise some of you, but one
come on. Yeah, I see it. I see the outline.
I was thinking really hard about it, and I figured, why not include him? Brachydios is a brute wyvern that was introduced in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and I just realized it's a...
God damn, really that long ago? That was like in what, 1717?
Another blast monster. But I'll try to make this section interesting. This guy's interesting quirk is that he salivates a green slime that explodes after some time. But that cannon on his head also secretes the same fluid. When enraged, his attacks just make you explode instantly. It really gives you no time to react. It's even worse when you're inflicted with Blast Bite and it hits you, but I digress again.
Rajang!
In the franchise, he's had a variant that I think a lot of hunters really enjoy fighting. Raging Brachydios, introduced in Monster Hunter Ultimate. This guy's blast slime can detach from his arms and head after you hit him, and it stays there.
In this form, with Raging Brachydios, he's pretty much like Bakugo from My Hero Academia.
Only taking a shorter time than normal to explode. Now, I know you're here for power scaling, and I hope you're still watching. Don't worry,
I'm watching.
Blaze is coming soon enough.
I'm watching.
In Monster Hunter World, Brachydios only has 8 turf wars, and he draws all of them. However, among them are Stygian Zinogre and Brute Tigrex, monsters that are no pushovers on their own.
No.
There aren't any Elder Dragons, but surely there's something here we can work with. It even fights with Agnactor, a monster from Monster Hunter 3, and that thing is pretty strong.
It's strong. Agnactor is strong. Like, I'm not gonna say like he's not. He is. He's definitely not like distinctly strong, right? Like he's not like a Gammoth who just has shown to be over someone else like Tigrex. Not tying with Tigrex, just over Tigrex in terms of power, right? So like while Agnactor is strong, I wouldn't just, I mean, I would probably just put Agnactor on the same level with like a Rathalos, right? Again, I wouldn't say distinctly stronger than what you would normally think. Yeah, no, he's strong. That's pretty much it.
How about Raging Brachydios? Okay, he doesn't have any turf wars, but there's one good reason why I think he's the make or break if it ever came to fighting an Elder Dragon.
I will say he doesn't have a turf war, but like he has an entire map to himself, essentially. God, I love this. So cool. So cool.
I rest my case. The last monster is genuinely one of my favorites to talk about, and I hope he makes a return in Wilds. Espinas was introduced back in Monster Hunter.
I'm sorry. How did you say that? Okay, I can't really judge people by how they say monster names. Like, I call Odogaron Odogaron sometimes, right? Like, I can't really judge people. But I'm going to judge this.
Talk about. And I hope he makes a return in Wilds. Espinas was introduced back in Monster...
If that's actually how you would say Espinas, I would just call him Espinas. It just sounds too similar.
Monster Hunter Frontier, along with his variant, Flaming Espinas. But mostly, I'm just going to talk about their Sunbreak iterations because I love that. I'm most familiar with them. Leave any comments about him though, I'd love to learn more. Espinas is a tank. No joke. When you enter a hunt with him as a target, he starts out sleeping and won't wake up until a certain amount of damage has been dealt to him. Think of what that implies. Every other monster...
Did they... I could be wrong. Did they keep that mechanic in Sunbreak? I know he can technically damage you while he's sleeping, right? Like, he kind of, like shifts a little bit in his sleep, and he could actually hit you and do damage. But, like, in Frontiers, you actually had to, like, damage him a little bit for him to even wake up. Was that the case in Sunbreak? I feel like I don't remember that. I just remember being able to wake him up normally. I could be wrong. It's been a while.
Wakes up if you even tickle it. But this guy just doesn't care. And just like a tank, he charges and doesn't stop charging. But it's a fun fight, I promise. He also has one of the weirdest elemental combinations. Not only will his fireballs deal, well, fire blight, but also poison. I was taken aback the first time I fought him. Oh, and I forgot, it also paralyzes you.
There you go. I was like, no way. I was about to say, no way that he just forgot it also paralyzes you, right? Okay, cool.
Espinas, who kind of doesn't need an introduction, except he has a nuke that rivals even the output from Elder Dragons.
He
And
has
he's faster,
2 nukes.
stronger, and more durable than regular Espinas, so imagine how his turf wars go. Oh wait, you don't need to. He only has 2, but they're both draws against Elder Dragons.
And in Espinas' case, we actually see him have like his whole cutscene, his intro is him fighting, I was about to say Kushala, no, Tiastra.
Or one of them is Risen. And if he can handle that, he can definitely handle monsters of the same tier.
Yep.
Just
No
want to say
question.
thank you to everyone who has supported the channel so far. We've recently hit 300 subs, and it looks like we're well on our way to 400.
Hey, 300 subs. Wait a minute. Hey, brother W, you're at 861. I almost couldn't say numbers for a second. And this was only 3 months ago. Hey, he going up. You guys should subscribe. You know, I like this video. It's a nice video. Well, we gotta finish it though.
If this trend keeps up. If you guys liked it, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. It only helps, and if I ever fail to meet expectations, you can always unsubscribe. You can also...
You know what? That's true, right? You know, he's spitting facts. Oh, was this the other video? Oh, snap.
Thank you.
I don't know. Maybe he might have mentioned a monster within the 3 seconds, but I'm good. But hey, W video, man. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys thought, right? Do you enjoy me reacting, right? I tried not to pause too much, but you know, I do have to give my thoughts to make it, what do you call it? Transformative content. There you go. That, like, I do have to give in. I do have to say words, right? But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe, my hunters.